It's been a strange and busy week with work deadlines and complications and preparations for the sacrament service earlier today. Here's my update in the four areas. Social update. I talked with 11 different people on the phone or by Zoom in this past week, multiple times for some people, so check on that front. No further progress on the social media front. I need to put more effort in there. On the physical side, I went for a walk on 2 days and did the high intensity interval training one day. So that's well below the goal of 5. But when you work 12 hours a day, it doesn't leave much time for other things. Need to have better balance there. But there are times in life when you'll just be out of balance. It just will be. And work has been a very high priority this week. And so that's taken other things out of balance. So on the physical side, I didn't have on one other aspect though, with regards to physical, I did not have a big peel from the sunburn last week, so that was a real blessing. On the intellectual side, making better videos. I watched a video about doing things better. I installed some software, configured it, was trying to get it working, and then ran into some challenges that I knew was going to take me more time to resolve than I really had to put into that. So didn't make as much progress as I hoped. But I'm hoping that I've got some video footage that I can use as an intro coming up. Also, I've been on the intellectual side. I've been reading a little bit from the fiction book Flatland before falling asleep, which has been nice to just read something that's fun. And finally, on the spiritual side, I read all the chapters from Come Follow Me this week, as well as I read a chapter from Saints, and I read every day. So that's a success. But there's actually more to the story. Friday, we had stayed up late watching a movie with Zachary and Stephanie. It was midnight by the time we went to sleep. But at 3 a.m., my mind was wide awake. I find this frustrating since Saturday is my sleep-in day, and here I was wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. The voices in my head were busy trying to solve work problems or to deal with how I could help members of the ward or just solve other problems, as well as having arguments with imaginary people about the crazy ideas and things and events that are going on in this world. I tried several different techniques to try and quiet my mind, but at 3:45 I gave up on trying to get back to sleep, and I got up and read Alma chapter 22. I've always loved verse 18, where King Lamoni's father offers up one of the most sincere prayers that's ever been recorded in Scripture. This time reading this chapter, it was King Lamoni's father, his questions to Aaron in verse 15 that really impressed me. He said, "Yea, what shall I do that I may be born of God, having this wicked spirit rooted out of my breast, and receive his spirit, that I may be filled with joy, and that I may not be cast off at the last day? Behold," said he, "I will give up all that I possess, yea, I will forsake my kingdom, that I may receive this great joy." He wanted that joy, the joy that can only come from Jesus Christ. That was the joy that he was seeking. It had been a long and stressful week for me. I was very concerned about whether we should have a sacrament service. What was right? What was the best way forward? After my scripture study, I reviewed the latest health orders from the state and from the counties, and I reviewed the responses from those who signed up to attend the sacrament service. The Lord lifted my burden. I felt joy. I felt peace. My burden had been eased, and my mind was put at ease. I was again reminded in whom I had trusted. The way forward was very clear, and I was at peace with it. I was able to go back to bed around 7 o'clock and get another hour of sleep before tackling the rest of my Saturday. Yes, I did study my scriptures every day this week. I am grateful that God was able to bless me through this humble offering. I know that he will bless you through the troubled waters and storms that you are traveling through. Yes, I am struggling with some of my goals, but I'm not alone, and neither are you. God is there. He loves you, and he wants you to give you peace and joy at all times. So may the Lord bless you on your journey of personal development. and always have a sense of humor.